Pixie. Princess is my name, but I go by Royal Pixie. I'm sorry I haven't been here in a while. I really, really apologize. I was out summering, so but I'm back now. All right. So what I want to talk about, as you know, I talk about immigration problems and what you should know as an immigrant and what you should be aware of. Today, I'm really going to talk about something very, very, very sensitive, and it is very fundamental to you being in your proper immigration status or going back in status if you were out of status. What I'm talking about today is getting a lawyer, getting an immigration lawyer. Now, the truth is, when it comes to getting an immigration lawyer, people get sentimental about it. Some people get a lawyer because the lawyer comes from where they come from. Let's say you're from Cote d'Ivoire and the lawyer is from Cote d'Ivoire. Doesn't mean you need to use that lawyer from Cote d'Ivoire. Just because they speak your language doesn't mean that they understand the sensitivity of your case and that they're able to help you. Just because they go to your church does not mean that they know what they're doing and that they are going to understand your case and help you get a win. So you need to understand that before getting an immigration lawyer. And these are the signs you should look out for when getting an immigration lawyer. If you see any of these signs, I don't think you should continue with that because on the long run you might be screwed over or maybe things could go south depending on your case or how long you're going to need a lawyer for. So I wrote down a couple of things. These are experiences that people that I know have lived and had, so I just thought to share with you because no knowledge is a waste and you will need this or you can share with your loved ones and hopefully they do not make these mistakes. Number one, if he or she flirts with you, if the lawyer, if your immigration lawyer starts to flirt with you, it's not a good sign. It is. It is terrible. It's a sign that they are unprofessional. Yeah. And don't for a second think that because they are flirting with you, it will make them not charge you or make you pay the full amount. No, it's going to mess things up for you. Yeah, you should never have a relationship with your immigration lawyer until you are out of your status, until everything is sorted out. Because one, if you get into a relationship or a situationship with him and things don't work out, he knows the law. He can screw you over. He has your documents. He know how he can mess with you. And if you are in a situation whereby you really need help and you don't have anyone to really speak for you, then you're screwed. So you shouldn't be messing with an immigration lawyer, your immigration lawyer. The second thing I wrote, I'm getting a call. The second thing I wrote is if they are too money conscious, if all they care about is money, 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 it means that they don't know what they are doing and they don't believe that it can help you get your case. So what do? They are always conscious about money. They always want to cash out so that if anything happens, they already have their money and you won't tell them stories. So any lawyer, any immigration lawyer who is too money conscious with you is all about money. They won't even give you a breathing space. It's like, give me some time to work and make money. All they want is the money, money, money. I need all my money up front before doing anything. That is a red flag. You need someone who believes that, okay, this your case is possible and who understands that, okay, you are an immigrant and you might not be able to get a job, as fast or a well-paying job whilst adjusting your immigration status. And another thing is if they're always swamped with work, like if they're always swamped with work and they make mistakes with other people's paperwork, there's every possibility that they're going to screw up your paperwork. Yes. For example, when someone complained that, oh, you put this my last name first and put my first name last, or my middle name, you make, like, when they make mistakes like that, when they put the address of someone elsewhere and they say, oh, it was a mistake, or they make a mistake with your date of birth, like sensitive information, you shouldn't leave room for anything that will make your case be thrown out, or any mistakes that make you look like you are unserious to the immigration officers. You shouldn't do that. So any lawyer who does not represent you properly dot all their I's and cross their T's properly, you don't need to hire that person as a lawyer. I don't care if they're your father or your brother or your cousin or your nephew or your father's cousin. I don't care. You're paying for a service, so you should get your money's worth. So even if they go to your church, it's not a criteria for you to use them. Get an immigration lawyer who knows what they're doing. Another thing is, if they are too friendly with you, it's going to make it less professional. And if not checked, they can start forgetting that you are actually paying for their services. They can start seeing you as a body and then not take your case seriously because you are friends with them. You are now too friendly. You come to their house, you cook for them, or you guys go out and drink beer. It's like you're not paying for friendship, you're paying for a service. So can we get done with the service before we can start having friendship? So don't get too friendly with your immigration lawyer, no matter how friendly he is. Stay on the line. Don't cross that line. Because the moment you start crossing that line, he starts saying you are my paddy. He won't make out time to really concentrate on your work because he thinks that, oh, we are buddy, oh, he will understand. Oh, no. I paid for a service. So don't try to make friends with me and then not take my case seriously. So these are the things you need to look out for. And finally, you need an immigration lawyer who knows the law, who believes in you, who understands your case. It's very essential because most immigration lawyers do not know their cases. And sometimes for things to be easier for them, they will tell you to plead guilty for something that you didn't do. Do not do it. They'll tell you that, oh, it's just plead guilty, you get a waiver. You forget that in the future, if you advance and get to a certain place in life, those things can come back to bite you. Yeah. You admitting to guilt and signing a waiver, it means that you accepted that you actually committed the crime. So if you admit to a crime you did not commit, you'll be questioned. And no matter how you try to say, oh, my lawyer told me to plead guilty because they will not believe you. So you pleading guilty for something you know that you did not do, that you never committed, any lawyer who tells you to do that does not know what the hell they're doing. You need to fire that person and get someone who can argue with the law. Someone who knows that, okay, this is this, knows the immigration law per year, per month, per season. I might not be using the right words or terminologies because I'm not a lawyer, but they understand the latest ruling or the way that things can favor you as an immigrant, and they know the citations, regarding your case and how to maneuver certain obstacles when they get there. Not someone who tells you to plead guilty when it looks like the going has gotten tough, just so that you will admit to guilt and then move on, so that they pick on another client and you're over and done with, whereby in the future it will come back to haunt you. In actuality, it could be contested and won with the right lawyer. So these are things you need to really look out for as an African, as as a human being, even if it's not about immigration, like regular lawyers, or cases that require you to not admit guilt. Do not admit guilt if you're not guilty. Do not. Yeah, don't say you did something when you did not do it. So you really need to think about it. And because of your friendly relationship with him, it can even make him tell you to admit guilt. You just admit guilt, and then you say, okay, we are friends, he will not mislead me. No, because you've crossed the line. So he wouldn't have the strength to really take time to study and understand your case. So he rather sit down with you and drink beer and hang out with you and watch movie down to really study about your case and give you a clean win. Instead, he tells you to he or she rather tells you to admit guilt to make the job easier for them, then what are you paying for? So a lot of people have fallen victim to these kinds of lawyers. So if you see any of these signs, if you see any of these signs that I mentioned here, please run. Do not engage. Or even if you're going to engage, you will engage cautiously. And please always have your receipt. Always ask for a receipt. When you pay a fee, always have them issue you a receipt. Or you sign a retainer, and then when you sign that retainer, you have a copy, they have a copy, and whenever you pay, you make a copy, or you ask for a receipt and clip it on the retainer. Or if you did a transfer online, if it was a bank transfer or a bank deposit or something, photocopy it and stamp it on the retainer, so that tomorrow when they forget and say, oh no, you never paid, you can bring it to show the date, the time, and everything. Because these lawyers are very tricky out here. Most of them are money conscious. They don't really care about you or what you're going through. So you need someone who really listens, and someone who takes time to hear you out and ask you, okay, what really happened? And then they take notes, and then they say, okay, we're going to do it this way, that way. Don't just jump, and because they're from Ghana or from Nigeria or from Panya or from Cotonou, you say, oh, he's my brother. And you don't even know if you know what the hell he's doing or she's doing. So please, if it will cost you more to get a professional who knows the law of the land, who knows what they're doing, do it and get value for money than going in this vicious cycle. And then most of these lawyers, they're not taken seriously. So when they see them, okay, is this pressing in this case, they just throw it out. Because in the past, they have not represented themselves well. In the past, they haven't done well. So you need people who know what they are doing, people who are really studying, people who are passionate. There are people who are studying law because they are really passionate about helping people. And there are people who are doing it just because of the money. So get people who are passionate about it, who really want to help you. Get a lawyer who understands what it feels like to be an immigrant. Or even if they don't understand what it feels like to be an immigrant, from the people that come in and the testimonies of people that have worked with them, you can tell that, okay, this person knows what they're doing. So guys, this fire has been burning in my heart. I just wanted to put it out there. I don't know who it's going to help, but if it helped you, share, like, follow, subscribe. I love you for watching. I'm sorry I was out summering, but I don't love you guys any less. I love you regardless, okay? My name is Pixie. Follow me on Facebook at Royal Pixie. Follow me on Instagram at Royal Pixie. On Twitter at Royal Pixie. I love you for watching. Thank you so much. Mwah. Bye for now.